20th, 2024 at 5:15. We'll do roll call. Randy seems to be temporarily missing. Al? Here. John's here. Mindy? Adam? Lee? Mostly present and accounted for. All right, we'll do approval of the agenda. Any additions or changes? All in favor? Opposed? Okay. Next item is approval of the minutes from our October 16th meeting, which seems like it was 15 years ago based on the weather. Can I have a motion for approval? Any comments? All in favor? Opposed? Councilwoman Fish, I'm assuming you don't have anything public that you want to say? Okay. All right, that takes us to the exciting topic of pool fees.
A pool? Kind of just the yearly review, what your thoughts are before I take it to council. If you have no changes, I probably won't take it. But you have the revenue expense report there. It is quite a bit in the hole. June was a terrible month, I will say that, very rainy. You'll see that in the membership fees and the daily fees that are down. I think it's just all due to the weather in June. Payroll is kind of continuing to climb. I'm trying to just be competitive with Sioux Falls and stay within that dollar where they're at. So we did increase it again this year. Like I said, memberships are down. Swim lessons are down a little bit, not too bad. Daily fees were down. So, and then you got a history of where the pool fees have been. So currently at $100 for family, $40 for senior and child, $50 for adult. That's been since 2021. Thoughts? Keep it the same, change. Open it up. Hot. I would say that had to do with the memberships, definitely. And the daily fees just could have been that whole month of loss.
Was the 2023 the first year of the new splash park?
No, I was 21.
Wow.
Was it 21? Really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
point, Adam, not going backwards ever, what if instead we offered it like an early discount, like similar to what the golf course does on family memberships? You think we'd get any increased activity doing something like that?
I don't see it. I don't think that people are thinking pool in November, December, January. I don't know. I know Wildwater West does their Christmas pass discount, but I mean, if you look at 21 and 22, I mean, we're a little bit higher on memberships than we were in those 2 years. I don't know why 23 was so good, but you know, if you look at the average for the last 4 years, we're right there. I personally don't see doing any change. I don't think it's gonna help.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting. It's probably just the people who are gonna get them are gonna sign up early, right? So, it's like going backwards, it's just different.
It's staying the same, kind of going backwards.
Is that when they go on sale, is in November, December?
They can buy them right now.
Oh.
We do have usually one, maybe two that ask for Christmas gifts, so they're open right now.
Golf gets a big discount if you buy it.
But yeah, typically most don't buy until March, April, May.
So is there any support for raising?
No, I'd go along with John's recommendation to keep it flat.
Okay.
Alright, can we do a motion for that, just officially?
I'll second it.
Any further discussion? All in favor? Opposed?
Since I'm here, is there any questions on the Aspen Park election, when it is? The election on Aspen Park Ironwood situation will be April 8th, 2025. Correct. Majority plus, we only have 51% or whatever, 50 plus 1.
So is there,
It'll be a city election. The only open seat is Dave Coles, so it depends on whether we have another, a run in that. So Ward 2 could have a council vote, but otherwise it'll be just this vote for Ward 1 and Ward 3. All 3 polling sites would be open, so it would be here, fire station, and golf course. Then it would just be that, yeah.
That's gonna be a darn low turnout if that's the case.
is there
You never know.
is there a written description of that yet?
I
out there.
don't, I mean, I can tell you what the petition said,
I was just wondering as far as
and then the,
communicating to the voters.
yeah, but I don't have, like, Lisa's whole legal terminology she wants on there yet.
But that's,
My understanding is yes, if they would do a yes vote, then it'd go back to Ironwood. I think that's how it's all worded.
yeah, I don't think it's anything immediate, but I just wanna make sure that as we roll closer that we have that where people can access it and understand it.
Yeah, so as anything, a city can't spend money on elections, so, I mean, that's really up to you guys to get the word out there. Whoever wants to spearhead that, it's up to you guys to get the word out there about the election, about what it is. We can certainly help with details or information, we just can't spend money on it, so.
Yeah, no,
We would do all of the election notices that we have to do. Not that some people pay attention to those.
yeah,
Probably
sorry,
Yep, there will be. It'll be, usually just like they are kind of on the general election, your attorney's explanation. But the petition itself was for for the city to stop the construction of Masson Park Road and parking lot improvement project and require the city to construct East Ironwood from Sioux Boulevard to the west boundary of Aspen Park, overturning the city council's decision. So, people know about it. I mean, you've obviously got 370 plus signatures, so people are aware of it. It's just reminding them because it will be, 4 months away from the time they signed it.
Does the city do like a public service announcement in the paper, or does the paper tend to reach out and ask about things like this?
They may, just because of the issue on the ballot. But no, otherwise we do our required notices that we have to do. I will typically, up to election, do a text or post and those kind of things. I don't really go into what's on the ballot, per se. I mean, we have to stay neutral, so, whatever the decision is on the April 8th is then when we would move forward with one or the other. If it's Ironwood, then we would move forward with the whole special assessment process again. Hopefully we can get through that the rest of 2025, and then hopefully construct in 26. Same would be with Aspen Park. We'd finish design in 25, and then construct in 26. Any of you can.
Anything else on that topic? Okay. Tree board items, Devin?
Nothing new. At some point, we'll start looking at next year's area. There's a few trees in that Alpine Circle neighborhood that are looking pretty rough, so we might jump around next year instead of hitting an area. I don't know financially where some of these things will come in at, but I think that's what we're gonna attempt to do first. Look at what ones are dead and dying and a problem, tackle those first, and then we'll just see where we're at. But I'll work with, our department will just kind of work on that here come early spring, if we can. That's about it, really.
Is there an ordinance requiring homeowners or businesses to remove dead trees?
Yes, if they become a hazard or a nuisance, we have an ordinance for that. I don't know the exact wording, but I know we do have, even if it's in your backyard, if you have a big dead tree, it becomes a safety concern, and then I know Paul Clark can force some action on that.
That includes churches.
It includes anybody. Yep, so if you have one, you have to talk to Paul, unless it's in a boulevard.
All right, so that takes us to the next park board meeting, which would be tentatively scheduled for December 18th. If there's anything on the agenda. Yeah. Yeah.
At the moment, we really wouldn't have much else to talk about, and I don't foresee anything coming up between now and then. So, yeah, we can do that. We can just look at it a week before or something like that, see if there's anything, and throw an email out. Okay. Yep, that's fine.
we'll leave it as a placeholder, but likely not have it. So, okay. With that, I take a motion for adjournment. All in favor? Opposed? We are adjourned.